know that you are going to become of age and you can move and separate yourself from that situation. It is not a permanent situation. When I lived at the time, with my mom when I was younger, coming home, I could be walking home and our door could be at that TV right there. I could be walking home and see my mom. Already knew, and I could already tell that my mom had been getting high. Because when you're around people that are functioning addicts or just addicts, you could tell from their body language, how they talk. I already knew, even though we hadn't had a conversation. And I'm thankful to God that this day that my mom is clean, and she has been clean over 20-something years. But I really thought that my mom was going to die. I thought my mom was going to die from drug overdose. There were times where my mom would get high all night. I remember I got up one time and my mom was just standing in the bathroom, like looking out the window, just zoned out. And I used to pray for my mom, like, dang, God, please help my mom, help her get off drugs. I used to cry all the time. And I really thought, just like I said, I thought my mom was going to die. And since I've been older, we've had this conversation. And we've talked, and she apologized, and she said she was sorry. And even during the time when I was incarcerated for 3 years, my mom came to visit me one time. You know how hard that was for me? I used to ask my dad, like, where's my mom? Like, what is going on? But when people are on drugs, it's a disease. They are not at themselves. They don't care about nothing but that high. And that's just where it is. When they're ready to stop, is when they're ready to stop. And seeing that, it was saddening for me, and it was very depressing for me. And I remember my father at the time, he lived in Linwood, and he wanted me and my brother to come and live with him. I absolutely refused to live with my father because I felt like if I left my mom, I felt like my mom was going to die, because I felt like I was the parent. You understand? Like, I felt like I was looking over my mom, or I had to make sure she was okay, or shake her every once in a while after she got high all night to make sure she was okay. But now as an adult, that wasn't my responsibility. But there are so many kids and students out there where we feel like that's our responsibility. It's not our